Hey everyone, welcome back to the shop. Let's start making that Fokker D.VII look a little bit older. Now when I say older, we're just going to kind of start weathering it. I've already got some of the work done. I've got all the, pretty much the landing gear, the cabane struts, interplane struts, the bottom wing, and I'm doing the nose of the plane right now, the cowling, and I've got one of the wheels done and one of them not done. So what we're doing, you can see how nice and shiny that is. What we're doing is we're turning it from that into this. So as you can see, it doesn't have the glossy finish to it, and it's already starting to look older. Now the reason why is because we have no idea what kind of paint or what color paint the plane was at the time. So we just pretty much just use as color references just from pictures. So is this a perfect color match? No. Do I want it to be a perfect color match? No, because we're going to go ahead and we're going to weather this plane to make it look like it's a plane that's been in service for more than the first flight. So let me go ahead and show you the little arsenal that I'm using to get it to this point. It's pretty easy. Now, I'm not sponsored and I'm not dropping names, but it's something I have used in the past on pretty much all the old planes where I want to go ahead and distress the paint because some of this stuff I may be wearing it down, the color down, so you're going to have really light patches before I go ahead and weather it. This is just the primary of what I'm going to do to it, because when it comes time to do the wings, I know I'm going to have it's going to take quite some time to get the wings done. So what I do use, and this is just here in the United States, you could probably get it up in Canada too, and I don't know about anything else overseas. It may be possible. Yeah. So what I do, it's pretty much, it's a company called Norton Products, or it's by St. Gobain, but Norton. So remember that. Triple aught, 3-0, steel wool. So the stuff does work great. Now, just to show you, you can see this piece has been in use for quite some time, and it's still good. It's when I'm going to go ahead and start working on the wings, I'll probably bring out a new one, but we'll see how it goes. I just don't want to be, just dropped it, because I don't want to have any of the red when I'm cutting the gloss off, the shininess. I don't want this stuff getting into the yellow, because I don't know how it's gonna how the colors are gonna play. So anyway, let's go ahead and we'll take the part of the cowling, because this side's done. This side, as you can see, it's shiny, it's not done. Now I'm going to try to do this, stand up and try to do this so you guys can see what it's going to come out looking like. All right, so right here we can see how shiny it is. I'm going to go ahead and start rubbing this down. It doesn't take as much as you think it's going to take to go ahead and crack the gloss off that. And now you can see most of that gloss I just hit's gone. So if I put this thing down on the bench and just go ahead and keep sanding it, it's not really sand. I mean, it's sanding, but not really sanding like we think it is. To do this side over here and finish the nose probably take me about 2 or 3 minutes. So let me go ahead, get this finished up, because I've already got the bottom side already painted black. Let me go ahead and get this finished up. I'll bring you guys back, show you what it looks like, and then we're going to go ahead and get the fuselage up here on the bench, because as you noticed, I finally cleaned up the workbench just so I can go ahead, sorry about that, and get the fuselage up there. All right, with the cowling done, my one question is, and you guys probably already seen this in my little shorts video, and hopefully y'all made the same decision I'm thinking about making. Am I going to leave this, because it's stainless, am I going to leave this stainless, or am I going to go ahead and shoot it with some flat black spray paint? It's entirely up to you guys. So if the next time you see it, it's black, it's because it was your decision. All right, I do have the fuse up on the table. So what we're going to do is I'm going to come inside, and everything like I did here, everything that's going to be black on the inside of the fuse is going to be done before I go ahead and sand everything down. That way, because it's a simple acrylic, and I might have got this from Michael's. I don't know who I got it from, but I've got like three tubes of this stuff, because it's what I normally use, because black pretty much works with everything. So let me go ahead, get everything ready to paint, and I'll bring you guys back from time to time and let you see where we're at. Now, on the sides, it's going to be kind of like doing the wing, because we have the structure underneath, and I know it's going to have an effect on how the fabric is pushed down and how well everything is going to be, let's just call it sanded, just to get the gloss off of it. So I know I'm going to have to work a little bit, maybe possibly a little easier around the bars, but let's find out when I get to it. So let me go ahead and get back to work. Now what I'm doing here is, because I'm going around in circles, I just don't want to do straight lines side to side like this, because it's gonna hit the wood a little bit harder than you want it to. So I'm coming in and doing tight little circles on the open spots, not over where it's suspended on the framework. So I'm taking care of this first, and then I'll go perpendicular with it along the frame to do as little damage as possible. And the way I normally start them off when I do a next section is I'll come across the framework and just give it a very light little, we're going to call it sand. And then I'll just go from here. Okay, first stage is done. Now what we're going to do, and I don't know how well you can see this with the light, it is dull. I mean, it's you know, we went from something that had a really nice gloss to it to something that's just flat. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come in with the quad aught steel wool, the pads. Same company, they're through Norton. So if you guys want to try it, you know, go for it. I get my stuff from Amazon just because you know you can get it from Amazon, especially the 4-aught, the quad aught, because I'm not seeing this stuff in a store. So anyway, what I will do is I'll be coming around and we're just going to go ahead and buff the whole side of the plane. And what we're going to do is it's going to go from being, because you're probably not going to be able to see it, but I can see it. Let's see if we can get it. So there you go, because we've kind of got it where it's flat right there, and when we're done with the 4-aught, you can kind of see the little bit of a shine on it. So that's what we're going back to, just so it's going to be a satin finish. It does not take the same amount of time to go ahead and just give it that little bit of a polish than it does to do the whole where you're flattening everything out, because there's very little work involved with this. It's just giving it a quick little buff. That's all you're doing. And that's it. Let me go ahead, I'll get the other side flipped over, and then we'll hit the bottom. As y'all can see, the fuselage is done. It's ready to get dirty again. But that's gonna have to wait until we go ahead and get the wings taken care of first. So what do you say we go ahead, we call this a video, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm back in the shop.